Alright, so I'm going to call this one From TV to Contemporary. These have all been like shows in the 90s, early 2000, and it's kind of funny because more recently all of them started at number 1, so we're just going to jump into it. So the first one that I'm doing is by Kelly Thompson. She's done a whole bunch for Marvel. More recently, she did the West Coast Avengers, and so she's doing this through Archie Comics. It's Sabrina. So this medium has gone from comic to TV show to comic book to streaming show, and comic book again, probably more in between, but more recently, the newer stuff has had this like darker satanic feel to it, and I'm here to say that this isn't the same. This kind of goes back to its like quirky, cute, original roots. First of all, Salem speaks, and so it's not as dark as you would think if you're a fan of like the Netflix and the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It is a mystery with some myth and legends, but there's also like these cute little like everyday magics that you can access yourself with like herbs and stones and like kind of the Wicca trend that's going on right now. The art's great. It actually feels like it could be its own animated series, but the colors are probably my favorite part about this. They're on issue number 4. The first volume should be out soon. If they're smart, they'll put it out before Halloween, but you could honestly probably find all of the issues at your local comic book shop right now. Our next series is from Boom Studios, and it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's by Jordi Belair, and they've worked on Redlands, Pretty Deadly. They're both series from Image, and they're both really great. So, small disclosure, I'm not actually a Buffy the Vampire fan. I've seen a few episodes, I've never really watched the movie, and I know there's been comic books before, but here was a number 1 from a new company, and so I wanted to see if someone like me could pick this up and finally get into the media. From the Goodreads reviews that I found, this is a modern retelling of the original TV series, and it's pretty good. A little more quirky than I was expecting. Like, I know it's got some high school feels, it's pretty young adult, but it actually had a really good narrative. I really liked the art for this series. It looks like they took everyone from the TV and just put them on paper. Everyone looks like they should. They're on number 8, I believe, right now. There's also an Angel series. There is a first full volume of this. I'm not too sure when volume number 2 is going to be out, but I'm actually pretty excited to continue this one. Last but not least, Xena Warrior Princess from Dynamite. It's by Vita Alera. They've worked on The Wilds, they more recently did Shuri from Marvel, and I kind of made a mistake. This is actually number 1 of volume 3. I hadn't realized that until I was into like issue 3 or 4, and with that said, so long as you kind of know who Xena and Gabriella are, you can just pick up and go. It feels like a classic Xena adventure. Xena and Gabriella go to this town where all of the kids are actually going to be sacrificed to gods, and so they step in and try to see if there's any way they can renegotiate and help the townspeople out. There is a new element to this book, which I'm actually pretty excited for, and it's Gabriella and Xena being a legitimate item. It's not constantly in your face, which some people might be worried about. It's just like these really cute little moments that I can't believe they were actually put in there. But the artwork for it's great. I'm really excited about them being a thing. Like I said, it might be volume 3, but it's still really easy to pick up and go, and it was good enough that I actually want to read the first 2 volumes as well. I kind of want to see if their relationship starts off right away, or if they lead up to it, or like what's going on. And that's it for the time being. I might do this again with 90s cartoon comic books that are coming out right now. They have Rugrats, they have Rocko's Modern Life, they have Goosebumps. I don't know, we'll see. This was pretty fun. But for now, I'll see you around.